Hi everyone, welcome to another quick session. In this session, we will discuss fire classes and fire extinguisher. So here you can see in this image that class A is for ordinary combustibles, wood, paper, cloth, plastic, um, and um, and which fire extinguisher we use. We in fact use water, foam, ABC ABC powder. So class B's flammable liquids, petrol, oil, solvents, alcohol. So we use foam, CO2, and ABC powder. So class C is um, electrical equipments, servers, computers, live electrical panels, right? So we use fire extinguisher CO2 and ABC powder. So, and class D, so metals, magnesium, lithium. So we use dry powder, right? Dry powder. I think CO2 is not used. Okay. So now let's again revise. Class A, we use water, foam, ABC powder. Class B, so another important thing, mnemonic for class A, hash, B, boil, C, current, D, dangerous. So now let's repeat it. So class A, fire class A, correct extinguisher is water, foam, ABC powder. And B, we use foam, CO2, ABC powder. Class C, we use CO2 and ABC powder. And class D, we use dry powder only, and class K, wet chemical. Class K is not mentioned over here, but it's a wet chemical. So CO2 does not work for class D. Class D, metal specific dry powder only. And here you can see water is only used for class A, where wood, paper um, is burned. And and now if we quickly try to understand what CO2 is, as we all know that CO2 is carbon dioxide, right? So we can use for class C CO2, but we need to be careful if there are people, humans, are there, then we should have first we should uh, ask them to leave that room. So we should have evacuation plan, evacuation procedures. So it is not, as we know, that it is not safe for people in small rooms, right? So therefore, CO2, we need to use it very careful. Where human being is, then we are not supposed to use this one. ABC powder is a fine chemical powder. Usually, it works. Uh, it works well, but blocks oxygen, so it could be a messy. ABC powder is a fire extinguisher version of throwing a thick blanket on a fire. Um, yeah, therefore we need to be clear that where we can use it. So a water-based foam mixed with chemical foam is a water-based foam mixed with a chemical. forms a blanket over the fire, cuts off oxygen, and I think another important thing that we all know that three things are important for fire, heat, fuel, oxygen. Extinguisher work by removing at least one of these, either heat, fuel, oxygen. So yeah, I think that would be sufficient for the CISSP exam. We need to know the fire types and as well as the fire extinguisher. ABC powder is common in class A, B, and C. Water is only in class A, foam is class A, B, and CO2 is in class B and C. That we need to keep in mind. And the class D is dry powder and class K is wet chemical. So water is only for the wood, paper, and cloth and plastic. And foam is only for class B. CO2 is B and C. And D and K is relatively simple. Dry powder, D for dry, and K, wet chemical. We need to use it. I think you may see one question related to this topic. Therefore, it's better to remember this classes of fire types and along with that fire extinguisher. Thank you so much for watching this session. If you have any question or feedback, please share in the feedback section.